Looking for the best Android tablets? In this video we will look at some of best home printers. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Galaxy Tab S11. Samsung's flagship, and easily one of the most capable Android tablets ever built. If the S10 FE was the practical daily driver, the S11 is the full-throttle luxury model. The one that makes you sit up a little straighter when you pick it up. At first glance, it's all screen. Samsung shaved the bezel so thin it feels like holding the sheet of glass in light. The dynamic AMOLED 2X display comes in either an 11-in or a larger Ultra version for those who believe bigger is better. Colors are rich, blacks are perfect, and the anti-reflective coating makes it usable even outdoors. The 120Hz refresh rate keeps scrolling, drawing, and gaming smooth as silk. Inside, you get Qualcomm's latest Snapdragon flagship chip, the same one found in high-end phones. It delivers instant app launches, seamless multitasking, and enough power for photo editing, multi-layer sketching, or running Samsung DeX in full desktop mode. It's the kind of device that feels faster than you are. The S Pen stays central to the experience. It's included in the box now. IP68 rated, along with the tablet, and writing latency is down to near zero. For artists and note-takers, it genuinely feels like pen on paper. Samsung also folds in new on-device AI, handwriting to text, grammar correction, automatic summaries, and smart content search. All processed locally for privacy. It's practical intelligence that quietly saves time instead of showing off. Battery life is excellent and high, roughly 18 hours on the standard model and over 20 on the Ultra. And the thin armor aluminum build feels as premium as it looks. This isn't for casual streamers or students on a budget. It's for designers, digital artists, or anyone who simply wants the best Android tablet available and plans to keep it for years. With its display tech, SPEN integration, AI tools, and 7 years of software support, the Galaxy Tab S11 easily earns its high price tag, and you'll probably retire it long before it stops getting updates. Number 2. Galaxy Tab S10 FE. And the larger FE Plus is Samsung's answer to, can we make a premium tablet that doesn't cost like one? FE stands for Fan Edition, and that's exactly what it is. A greatest hits remix of Samsung's flagship features. You don't get the absolute best display or the fastest chip from the S11 line, but you get most of what makes Samsung tablets great at a much friendlier price. The 10.9 in FE and 13.1 in FE Plus use bright 90Hz LCDs that look far better than their specs suggest. Colors are lively, whites are clean, and motion feels smooth. Whether you're watching Netflix, sketching, or scrolling, you'd have to really go looking for flaws to feel disappointed. Battery life is stellar. Around 20 hours of playback on the regular model, and even longer on the Plus. You can easily get through a full day of classes or work with power to spare. Samsung's optimization remains top tier. Performance. Powered by Samsung's Exynos 1580 hits the fast enough for anything normal mark. It breezes through multitasking and productivity, and DX mode lets you plug it into a monitor and use it like a lightweight laptop. The S Pen comes included, water and dust resistant, just like the tablets, and feels natural for notes or sketches. Few tablets this affordable include a pen this capable. And if you're already in the Samsung ecosystem, it slides right in. Copy text between your phone and tablet, sync notes, or use it as a second screen. It's not flashy, but it's cohesive and reliable. The kind of device that just makes life easier. In short, the Galaxy Tab S10 FE gives you premium polish, an excellent pen, and impressive endurance, all without the premium price. Now, we get to the big one. Number 3. Lenovo Legion Tab Gen 3. This thing exists for one purpose: raw performance. Think of it as a gaming laptop that got shrunk down and slipped into your backpack. At first glance, it looks modest. Matte aluminum, compact 8.8 inch screen. But the moment you power it on, you realize it's built for speed. That display runs up to 165 Hz with a sharp 2560 by 600 resolution. Motion is insanely smooth, colors are accurate, and it's bright enough to double as a handheld movie screen. Under the hood sits Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 with 12 GB of memory and 256 GB of storage. You can throw any game at it. Genshin, Call of Duty, emulators, and it stays cool thanks to Lenovo's vapor chamber system. Most tablets heat up under pressure. The Legion barely notices. Battery life is solid for its size. The 612,000 mAh battery easily handles a day of gaming or streaming. And bypass charging lets you plug in and play without wearing down the cell. It even has 2 USB-C ports so you can charge and connect accessories at the same time. A tiny feature that makes a big difference for serious players. Audio is another surprise. The front-facing stereo speakers are loud, crisp, and support Dolby Atmos, giving you an almost console-like experience in your hands. Between the sound, the speed, and the refresh rate, it feels closer to a portable gaming rig than a tablet. Of course, this isn't meant to replace your laptop. The screen's small for heavy work and multitasking feels cramped. But for travel, gaming, or pure fun, it's unbeatable. The OnePlus Pad 3 feels like a workstation. The Legion Tab Gen 3 feels like a toy in the best way possible. If you value performance, compact size, and unapologetic power, this is easily the most entertaining Android tablet of the year. Now, let's move up a size to a tablet that tries to do a bit of everything and surprisingly pulls it off. The Number 4. OnePlus Pad 3. The high-performance all-rounder. It's big, fast, and refined enough that you might actually use it instead of your laptop. The display is a massive 13.2 and with a 3.4K resolution and a 144Hz refresh rate. So, everything scrolling, streaming, or gaming looks razor-sharp and buttery smooth. OnePlus didn't cut corners here. Inside it runs Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite, one of the fastest chips in any Android device, and it shows. Apps snap open instantly. Multitasking is effortless and demanding games run flawlessly. The experience is rounded out by 8 powerful speakers that deliver impressively full sound, plus optional keyboard and stylus accessories for creative or work use. The battery is huge, over 12,000 mAh, giving it excellent endurance for such a large screen. Of course, there are trade-offs. It's heavier than most tablets, so long reading sessions can feel like a workout. And while the LCD panel is bright and crisp, it lacks the deep contrast of an OLED. Accessories also cost extra, and some reviewers found the software just a bit behind Samsung when it comes to laptop-style productivity. Still, for people who multitask, edit photos, or want a stunning display for games and movies, the OnePlus Pad 3 is one of the most complete Android tablets out there. A powerhouse that bridges entertainment and work better than most. Next up, we have a tablet that doesn't care about productivity or note-taking. The Number 5. Galaxy Tab S10 Lite. This one's made for people who want the Samsung experience, including the S Pen, without paying flagship prices. The pen comes in the box, and that alone changes how you use it. You're not just tapping anymore. You're writing, sketching, and marking up documents. Samsung software leans into that naturally. Samsung made smart, not flashy choices here. The 10.9-inch display runs at 90 Hz, keeping text crisp and motion smooth. It's not the inky AMOLED you'll find on higher models, but it's great for reading, streaming, and work without draining your wallet or the battery. And speaking of that, the 8,000 mAh battery can push around 16 hours of video playback. More than enough for a commute, classes, and a long evening of Netflix. Performance hits that sweet spot of does everything people actually do. Multitasking, browsing, photo editing. It stays responsive. It's not built for heavy 3D rendering or console-level gaming. But that's not the point. The focus is reliability, smooth software, and years of support. Samsung promises up to 7 years of Android and security updates, almost unheard of in tablet land. Storage and memory are sensible. 6 or 8 GB of RAM, up to 256 GB of storage, and a micro SD slot for future expansion. It's lightweight, comfortable for long reading sessions, and supports Samsung's book cover keyboard if you want a mini laptop setup. Bottom line, the Tab S10 Lite is an everyday workhorse. You get Samsung's ecosystem, stylus support, and excellent longevity in a tablet that's affordable, polished, and refreshingly straightforward. Next up is the